Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
You are good, smart, and hardworking.
You are good, smart, and hardworking.
Yes.
Wow. You may take your seats, please. My name is Bakurumpati Jackson. Bakurumpati Jackson. I'm a parent. I have children. I'm a journalist. Do you know what a journalist does?
Yes.
This is my dear wife. We are married, legally married. We went to the church. That's Uwaga, and we are made a husband and a wife. We have children, and we are glad to be here. And we hope you're going to benefit from whatever you're going to speak. Are we together? Yes. What are my names? Bakurumpati Jackson. Most of the part is going to be taken by my wife. She's going to take you through different topics because we believe by this time you need people to come to speak to you about different things as girls who are growing, because when you grow, a lot changes on your body. Some were tiny, now you are growing. Some did not have anything on their chests. Now,
everybody, hi. My name's Neil. As I told you, it's my husband, and we're here to we're going to share you, and it will be good for us to give opinions. Where you need questions, or you need to ask me a question, you write it on a piece of paper. Do you love yourself?
Yes.
Are you sure you love yourself?
Yes.
What shows? Tell me.
Confidence. This one is all about confidence. You don't have to fear anyone. If you have anything to speak, don't do like this. Okay? When you have something to say, from today at school, at home, if you have something to say, just say, please, I have something to say. You raise your hand, confidence. Your names are there.
My name is Patricia.
Wow, beautiful. Yes. She's right. She said when you care, the way she cares about herself is through bathing. What else? What else? What shows that you care about yourself? What shows that you love yourself?
My name is Patricia. Yes. It shows that I love myself because I'm healthy.
Because you're healthy. So you eat healthy. Beautiful. Okay, some of you come and occupy this space. Come and occupy this space. Beautiful. Wow, she's right. She's very right. After you receiving your periods, and you feel very well and you know how to handle hygiene, another thing is being aware of pregnancy. At any age, one woman can be pregnant. At any age, at around 90 upwards, depending on the hormones. Yes. Some have different DNAs, different hormones, and our hormones tend to grow more faster than the others. So you find that some of the students get pregnant when they're younger. You get it? When they're younger. So when you have sexual intercourse with a man, there's a possibility of you getting pregnant. There's a possibility of acquiring sexually transmitted diseases, HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, and many more, of which you'll be a school dropout. Because when you're pregnant, you go back to school. You'll be embarrassed. You'll be ashamed when you're younger. So whoever that engages in sex, who knows sex? Okay, so when you engage in early sex, you get all those too. You're likely to get pregnant and the diseases that come with it. You're likely to drop out of school. You're likely to be ashamed. You're likely to get depressed. Your family can reject you. The society can reject you. People can start abusing you when you're old. You know, can you imagine when you're 12 and you're pregnant? You just 12 and you're pregnant. You know what it is? It is bad. So you only need to engage in sex when you're married. Married and you're fully grown. Don't wait for parents to drag you to marriage when you're young. Who has ever been dragged to marriage when they're young? Here. Nobody. Hey, thank God, thank God. So I'm going to be distributing. Some of what the changes. I'm glad that you know them, most of them know. Yeah, those are that Kookie is all about what the changes in us, what the changes in girls. It has a funny picture, but it's okay. That is who we are. Now you are laughing. Who of you is not like that? If you look like that, raise up your hand. You're in the wrong place. You mean you're not like that? Sounds like that on the paper. Thank you. You may be number one. You may be number one, not so. Who of you is number two? So we are number one. Okay. That is good. So you can read, you'll be reading through in your free time. And you'll be remembering. Who is number two? Can you avoid teenage pregnancy? Yeah, how can we avoid teenage pregnancy? Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Amazing, excellent. Totally abstain from sex. We abstain from sex until our studies are complete, until we are old enough, until we are married. We don't engage in sex when we are younger. Sex is for grown-up people. Is that one with me? So we avoid getting early teenage pregnancy by totally abstaining. People should abstain up to university. It is good to abstain. It is even godly. God says we should abstain until marriage or until we are old enough. Whoever is engaged in sex, you should repent. You should repent and not engage in it again. Consequences of early pregnancies. Who knows the consequences of early pregnancies? Now we are 12 years and you're pregnant. What are the problems you face? At an early age, vomiting. Yes.
Problems you get when you get pregnant when you are young.
Abandoned by the parents.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Your parents can reject you. Your parents can send you away from home. Yeah.
Can get premature birth.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, you can get premature birth. Yes, it can cause death to you because your body is not grown to hold the baby, so you can die while giving birth, or you can just die there. You get embarrassed to your friend. You get embarrassment, definitely. You're embarrassed. You're ashamed of yourself. Wow, clap for her. It is so true that it can lead to school drop out, because at this school when you're pregnant, no one will let you out. The head mistress tells you, go, you're sinners, bye. So you end up dropping out of school and no one is taking you in their school because you're what? You're pregnant, and the government has not yet built school for pregnant young mothers. Not yet. So make sure you don't get pregnant early. More consequences. Who knows of more consequences? When you're young, let me say you're 12, and you give birth to a baby so that two of you are young, and no one can help each other. You're not working. You end up being sent out of home. You end up dropping out of school. Your future is destroyed. You have more to add on. Yes, definitely.
You report to your parents. You report, and then you niggle. You report. Beautiful.
Okay, in this case, I've seen that you know most of the answers. So I'm going to distribute to you another book here that you read through, and it will help you. And it will help you not to get onto the pregnant when you're young. Put it in the liquor. How do you put it in the liquor? Get past you know. Yeah. How do you put it in the liquor? But now. So let's say this is our nika, eh? This is our nika. This is where the flower sits, eh? The flower sits here. So you get this pad, and then you drop it where the flower sits, eh? And then you open up the wings. This pad has wings, eh? It has wings, so this one we call them wings. Yeah, so these ones we call them wings. So these wings have something like glue that you rotate it around like this, and then you remove this one also. You rotate it like this. So after you sit your flower here, like this, and then the flower sits here. How many of you understand? How many of you have understood? Any questions? For the questions you have, you can write them on a piece of paper. So I'll get them and come back and explain to you. Okay? 3 times a day. We wear them in the morning. Let me say if you're coming to school and it is 7:30, that means you wear one. And around lunchtime, you wear another one. It depends on your leakage. It depends on how much blood that comes out of you. Thank you. Whoever has a question, please bring it over here. Whoever has a question, send it over here. So we wear one in the morning, let me say from 7:30 to lunchtime. And then from lunchtime you put on another one that will take you up to 5 or 6. And then you wear another one when you reach home and you showered your bed, you put one in the evening. So a pad can take you to 4 to 6 hours a day. 4 to 6 hours, it depends on your leakage. When you leak too much, there's a possibility that you need to use more pads, and it's okay to use more pads. How do you throw them? Schools have pits. Have done pits where they burn sanitary towels, so you don't need to litter it around the school. You don't litter it in the way when you're going. You just put it in the pits that is done, and they burn it. And you burn it. So you can be at home and you burn it yourself, or you throw it in a pit latrine. Do you get me? So how many of you want to receive pads? So we have a question. Yes. We go in periods. One of you has asked, why do we go in periods? We go in periods because our bodies, our hormones have grown, and we are leaving that level of girls to a level of ladies or women. We are growing to become mothers. So when you go in your periods, that means you're fully developed to be a mother, but not yet, your body is not yet developed to carry a baby yet. But that's also a sign that you can be a mother sooner. When you go in your P's or in your periods, that means you are ready to be a mother, but your body is not yet ready to carry the baby. Okay?
Someone is asking, what is UTI in food? UTI is urinary tract infections.
Definitely, like he is saying, urinary tract infections. You get them from toilets, from dirty bathrooms, when you just spot it where you can easily get an UTI. Okay? Beautiful.
So you make sure whenever you're going to urinate, that place is clean, because we get them from places where we urinate. Make sure your bathroom is clean, make sure the toilet is clean, make sure those people who urinate on in bushes, make sure whenever you're going to urinate, that place is clean, because if you don't, when it's not clean, you'll get those infections.
Someone has asked, where do you throw pads? Yeah, you can throw them. I know the school has a pit where you throw them because they are banned. You don't just throw them anywhere along the road or anywhere. You collect them and burn them in the school. But when you're at home, you can either throw it in a pit latrine. If you don't have a pit latrine, then you can pour paraffin on it and burn it. Okay? So that the dogs cannot come and eat it. Dogs can come and eat it. How old do we use this always? How old? Over how long? I have said, let me answer you maybe. I've said that you can use this pad. This pad can take you to 4 to 6 hours. So it depends on how your blood flows. When you overflow, you can use almost 7. But if you don't overflow, you can either use 2 to 3 in a day. So when you flow too much, you keep changing. It doesn't matter the time, it doesn't matter the minutes, you keep changing. But when your flow is not that much, it takes you up to 4 to 6 hours. Okay? In fact, these pads are made for you, the young ones. The young ones. Any question? Yes, the pads can depend on. Someone has said, is it for every day, the pad? Yes. As long as you're in your piece. Some stay in their piece for a week, some stay in their piece for 3 days, some stay in their piece for 4 days. So it depends on how long your pits are. So you keep using the pad as long as the blood still flows, okay? But don't forget showering daily, washing the flowers. We had said you wash it thoroughly clean.
This one they can answer themselves. How can one get pregnant? Someone help us from...
Can someone help us answer that?
By playing sex.
When you engage yourself in sexual activities, the end results, you get diseases. If you don't get diseases, you get pregnant. So make sure at this age, you don't engage yourself in sexual activity.
Then you use another type. If this one I'm going to give you is bad, stop using it. And you use another type that is good for you depending on your skin, depending on your allergic reactions. Not so? Yeah. So that is the last one. I think I've answered you. Any more question? Older than the age. I think this person will talk in person, the one who has written this one. Yeah, she has asked, she goes 3 times in a month. That means she has a hormonal imbalance. When you have hormones that are not balancing, they tend to suppress the ovary to bring up they tend to suppress the ovary, and it produces more of your what? More peace to you. So it is a problem. It is a problem. This is a problem. When you go in your piece three times in a month, maybe this week you've gone and then you skip 3 days, and then another week you go in and then you skip 3 days, then it's not normal. That's a problem. It's a hormonal imbalance, and it is curable. It is worked on. And there are those who go in 3 days only. It is normal. Some of us have cycles that are short, and it is okay. It is okay. Some may go in their piece 4 times, 6 times, or a full week, 7 days. And then others may go in 3 days, 4 days. It's also normal. Hormones, we have different hormones. We eat different foods. We have different body growth and body changes. So it is also normal. You who goes in 3 days, it is normal. It is very normal. So the one who has hormonal imbalances, whereby you can be in peace for 3 days, then after 2 days you go in, and after 2 days you continue going in. That is not normal. That is not normal. So whoever has it, we can discuss. Thank you. You can come to me privately to discuss. Any more questions? Need to know and learn vigilantly about most of them, so that we don't go astray or fail in our future. And most of today we're tackling about body changes, but who knows how to model? Who knows how to model, and you're sure you can model? Okay, and stand up and show me. Model. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. So in that process, that is also growth. Where when we have hips, most of girls are like, hey, I'm going to model, I'm going to look beautiful. I have breasts, I'm going to look beautiful. So they tend to love themselves. They tend to be proud. But basically, it's not the topic that I'm here for. I'm here for a topic called menstrual periods or menstrual cycle. I know most of you have not yet reached there, but it's where you're heading. Not so? Most of you are not yet there, but it's where you're heading. During this pandemic of the COVID-19, we realized that girls have faced a lot of challenges. Girls have not received materials to help them via that menstruation cycle. And in this case, we're going to learn. Most of you have been taught, but we need to learn more further, or to remind you of the cycle or the menstruation cycle. Who knows menstruation cycle? Who knows menstruation periods? Who has not spoken? Who has not spoken? Okay.
My name is National Jones. Menstruation period is when the ovary releases mature ovum into blood.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Is there any other person who has a different answer or relevant to that? Yes, anybody? It's still the same. It's from the ovum that falls into blood, which comes out every month of a woman. So when that cycle comes in your puberty age, wherever you are, don't be afraid. If you see any blood dropping out, don't be afraid, or don't be ashamed, because it is normal. That means your hormones have grown. That means your body is ready, and it has grown into not being a girl, but into a lady or a woman. But still in the puberty, okay? So in this case, you have not to be worried. You don't go into depression because you're releasing blood, because you see blood coming out of your private parts, and you're not supposed to be afraid. Of which you need to talk to your sanitary teacher or a dormitory teacher or your friend who is a bit older than you going and hiding when you don't know what to do. What do we do when we go in our menstruation cycle? What do we do?
You can ask from your mother or no.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. That is so good. You can tell somebody older than you, maybe basically your teacher, your senior woman teacher, your mother, your auntie, someone to help you so that you don't panic. In this process, we tend to have cramps. We tend to have cramps when you're coming in your piece, or when you're in your piece, you tend to have stomach pain or abdominal pain down around here. But it's still, it's a process that we all go through. And there, if you feel so bad, you can tell the doctor, your mother or any nurse or anybody around you who is older to give you some Panadols that will help you release the pain or relieve the pain. Okay? How do we take care of our hygiene? How do we take care of our hygiene? Especially when we are in our peace. Most of us don't know, but a few know. Okay? Who knows?
Start with the back picture.
We bathe. Yes, beautiful. We bathe, we shower thoroughly. Yasha said we bathe. How do we bathe? Most of us just bathe once in a while. Yet we're supposed to bathe almost 2 to 3 times a day. Most of we are supposed to be bathing 3 to 2 times a day. You bathe in the morning when coming to school, and you bathe in the evening when you're back home. but some of us tend to not bathe at all. Do you know that there's some people who don't bathe? And what happens to them? They stink. Not so? What are the diseases of not bathing? Yeah, show of hands. Quick.
The diseases you get, skin rash, and pain in your private parts.
Wow, clap for her. Any other person?
My name is Naroga Joy. The disease we can get ringworm, candidiasis.
Beautiful. Wow, clap for her. Yes, most of the diseases that we get without bathing, especially that area of ours, let me call it a flower. Okay, it is our private part, but now let me call it a flower. So when I say flower, you will just know that it's the private parts, not so? Yeah, if you fail to bathe our flowers, they stink. If you fail to bathe your flower, you wash it properly, it stinks. And when you're washing that flower, you shower with, you don't wash soap. Has anybody ever told you to wash your flower with soap? No. Beautiful, beautiful. So you only need to wash only with water. Only with what? Water. And every day, whenever you go to the toilet, you know the Muslims do it better because for them they wash continuously every time they go to the toilet. But here we use toilet papers. Like when you go and susu, you clean, you wipe away that urine so that it does not make your knicker stink. So if you have water, you can also use water after you dry with a toilet paper, or you dry with a small towel or a sanitary towel. Yeah. So in this case, self-hygiene is very important to each one of us, especially we ladies. I'm calling you ladies because you are going to upgrade soon from being girls to ladies. Okay? How many of you are excited to be ladies? Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, in this case we need to learn personal hygiene. Number one, with personal hygiene on yourself, you have to bathe. Bathing is paramount. Morning hours you bathe. There you bathe thoroughly with good water, clean water. You don't just find water and you start bathing that area. You bathe that, you wash that flower with clean, good water. You don't wash that flower with soap. You don't put anything in that flower. I hear some people tell you to put fingers there. You don't put fingers in the flower. You don't put fingers in the flower. You need to wash just on top like this properly. You don't put fingers inside the flower. Because when you put fingers inside the flower, you'll be taking bacteria inside your uterus. You'll be taking bacteria inside your uterus there. So that area, God created it when it can wash itself, when it can thoroughly clean itself. From inside, when you put there your fingers, your virginity is me. When you put your fingers, it means you're taking their bacteria, viruses that will cause you sicknesses. And in most cases, when you're washing that area, you need to just water, and changing knickers. Most of you can wear knickers. I hear people wear knickers for 1 month without changing it. Is it true? No. It's not true. So how long do you wear a knicker? You change knickers how many hours or how many days? Tell me.
Let's go this side.
In the day, you can change.
Hey, beautiful. Now you're reaching. Hey. In the morning you change. Lunchtime you change. In the evening you change. Wow. Hey, you're rich, you girl.
The right time to change the knicker is in 2 days.
In 2 days.
Not in 2 days. 2 times.
2 times in a day.
In the evening and
morning. Beautiful, clap for her. Who else tells us? Me, I wear one in the morning until night.
My name is Nutrition.
Yes.
Like for us hostelers, if you wake up in the morning, you go and bathe and you put on your knicker. After classes, you go and bathe and remove it and press another one.
Wow, and you people clean, eh?
Welcome.
if in the morning I pray, I place a new panty.
You place a new panty?
Yes. In the evening, I'm
Then you also wear another one.
No,
You bury.
after bathing.
Okay.
And I come back at school.
Wow.
When I'm going to sleep, I will.
Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. So we are dealing with how to care for our flowers. Okay, there is one who comes from home with just one nika. So for you, when you go to the toilet, not too stinky, so that the urine doesn't go in the nika to manifest what? Bacteria. So if you have one nika and you wore it in the morning, you can use it up to evening. It can still take you up to evening. That is if when you go to susu, you wipe the flower. If you don't wipe the flower and you susu in the morning, you susu almost 15 times. How? By evening, you'll be like a fish. You'll be stinking like a fish. But anyway, we're here to learn about the diseases that attack the flower. Diseases that affect the flower. Who knows some of the diseases that affect our flowers? When you don't bathe the flower, gonorrhea comes. No. But it still affects the flower. She's right. Gonorrhea also affects the flower. Yes, gonorrhea is one of those diseases that affect the flower. Good. Beautiful. Wow. Thank you. Who else knows some of the diseases that affect the flower?
My name is Lydia Faye. The diseases which attack the flower, syphilis.
Good. Any more diseases?
My name is Naturally Joyce. The diseases that attack the flower, genital herpes.
Beautiful. Yes. Most of the diseases you've said still attack the flower, but in a different way. When you fail to wash the flower properly, you get diseases like UTIs, diseases of the bladder, diseases that affect the bladder. Diseases that affect the bladder, those are bacteria that come from where you've susued and the susu was splashed on the ground, taking back bacteria, dropping it on the flower. So those bacteria enter into the flower and they feast on you. They feast on your urethra. In that case, you get UTI, disease of the bladder. Secondly, candidiasis is also got from toilets and from bathrooms, where someone who has it has susu there, and you also come and do what? And susu there. So the flower is very delicate. And some of the diseases, the ones that our friends have said, those that include syphilis, gonorrhea, candidiasis, some of them are got via they are sexually transmitted. But those ones that are not sexually transmitted are got from our toilets, are got from personal failure hygiene. Personal failed hygiene. You get what I'm saying? So how do we prevent those diseases, candidiasis, UTIs, and many more?
My name is Lydia Promise.
The other time you were afraid, now you are.
Today is a promise.
We should bathe regularly.
Beautiful. You wash the flower. You should say you wash the flower regularly.
My name is Overcommitted Nutrition by going in the clean toilets and bathrooms.
Beautiful. Any other person?
Water in the toilet.
Yes, going. Yeah, that is also perfect. That is beautiful. I'm glad that you know all the
I
answers.
clean toilets.
Yes.
You know it inside. Those is inside.
There is a group here.
By washing our pants regularly.
Yes. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful.
Does it come? No, it is.
In addition to that, you know, some of you see badly and just can easily go there. Yeah. How do we wash our pants? Yes, dear.
By wash them with soap.
Good. She said washing them with soap.
Speak louder.
By washing them with clean water.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Clean water.
In the clean thing or basin.
Okay.
Clean basin.
Okay. Good.
We should soak our pants in water.
Soak it in water.
Okay, let me take a book.
These people who are saying to use soap, soap can make you itch. So you should use like Shana or other soap that is not this user soap.
Okay, thank you. This is how we wash our knickers. We wash our knickers. You get a basin, you get clean water. Still, we don't have any option. Some of us cannot buy Shana. Now we need to use these things we have. You get soap or Omo. You know Omo? Yes, you soak the knickers inside. All of them, you soak them in water, and you leave them to stay for 2 hours. Because Omo is there killing the bacteria that you acquired from toilets. So you soak it for 2 hours after you wash. When you wash it thoroughly. You keep adding water. Like you change water until the soap is thoroughly out of the what? Of the knickers. Then later on you dry them. How do you dry them? It would have been safe to put knickers outside on the wires so that the sun can help kill all the bacteria. But I don't know, is it safe or some people are thieves? Some people are thieves. They can still knickers.
I can put somewhere else apart from the way.
Like on top of the tree.
Why? Why don't you put it out?
Like you can make your thing behind you.
Yeah, behind the house, you can put your wire there behind the house, or you put it on the iron sheet.
Saulova, you understand it? Thank you. And my thank you for her, please. For you.
By hanging them on the bed pans.
Beautiful. But where have you put the big part? Inside the house, in the toilet? Where?
Inside the house.
In the bathroom. Hey, now we need the direct sunlight. Now we need the direct sunlight. Our environments are a bit dangerous. That's why we keep hanging our knickers inside the house. But it would have been better to hang a knicker outside where it is safe, on the tree up there, as long as the sun can heat it properly so that the bacteria die. Some of us don't have iron boxes, some of us don't iron knickers. That's why we need the direct sunlight to kill those bacteria. Hanging them inside, they may take longer to even dry. Some of them don't even dry, they get those crooked lines on the soap. You know the crooked lines on the soap where it is brownish. Yeah, when you hang it inside the house, it can develop that brownish thing. But when you put it right in the direct sunlight, where it is safe, where it's not going to be stolen, you have things here we can steal and good knickers. Yeah, so you somehow, somewhere, I know they will improvise and put their wires that will receive direct sunlight on the knickers, okay? What else? How do we wash and keep our knickers clean? If you don't like to put it under the sunlight, you can iron. You can iron that middle area. Sometimes it does not dry up. You hang it outside and it fails to dry. So if you want to put it on faster, you put it under the iron and you iron it properly so that those bacteria do what? Can die, so that they can be destroyed by the heat. What do you do when you acquire any disease got from the toilet or from the latrine that has affected the flower? What do? You report to the police or you go to the chairman? Hello, this side. This side, what is wrong? You don't receive my gift. You go to the police. When you have a disease, when you're put in a disease, you go to the police. Come on, you speak this one.
This one,
Yes.
My name is Nata.
Yes.
You go to the hospital.
You go to the hospital. Beautiful. Clap for her.
You go for checkup.
You go for checkup. Good, beautiful.
Tell your auntie to show you the medicine.
Hey. That is good also. That is so good. So when you know that UTI, that a disease that affects the urethra and the bladder, how do you know that you've acquired it? What are the symptoms? Because you can be there and you say, "No, I've acquired the disease," and you don't know, and you don't have any symptom, and then you say you've acquired the disease. So what are the symptoms?
Pain.
You feel pain down there in the flower. Okay. Yeah, that's the answer.
My name is Sasha Mukyalawe. You. Abdominal pain.
Yes, you get abdominal pain. Beautiful. Who else knows the symptoms of the diseases that you've acquired on the toilets or dirty bathroom?
Your private parts, they start itching.
Beautiful.
Which
That
one
is
is
wow.
Wow.
Of course.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, some of the symptoms that we have that's where you can know that you have acquired a UTI or candidiasis. One, you start itching. When you susu, you feel pain, you feel like a sharp needle piercing through your urethra. That means you've gotten a UTI. Then another symptom is that you start scratching yourself from outside. You feel this burning sensation inside the flower. Yes. you start feeling burning sensations inside the flower. So another one, the smell, the odor is too much. The smell is very stinky and it is unbearable. And another one, you start discharging, but what you have a bad discharge, like milk, spoiled milk, that is yellowish or creamy. That means you have acquired that disease. And another one, you start feeling abdominal pains. So when you see those symptoms, don't wait any further. Don't stand there and you're like, oh, and then you're hiding your flower. You're there hiding behind the classroom because you cannot settle. You need to go to a teacher, senior woman teacher, and then you explain to them so they will know what to do, especially for the boarders. And for the day scholars, you can tell your mom, or you can tell your auntie, or you can tell your elder sister. When you have those symptoms, it does not mean that you've slept with anybody. Because some of our parents, they think that when you acquire that kind of itching in the flower, they think you slept with what? With someone. So you tell them directly that I did not sleep with anybody. I got it from the toilet, or I got it from a dirty what? A dirty bathroom, so that you can go to the what? To the hospital. They can take you to the hospital or buy you drugs that will help you. Okay? Okay?
I believe everything God says is true. I believe God made me special. I believe everything God says is true. For the Lord is good. He is good. For the Lord is good. He is good. Help me. I believe everything God says is true. For the Lord is good. He is good. For the Lord is good. He is good.
Thank you so much. After you receiving your periods, and you feel how to handle hygiene. Another thing is being aware of pregnancy. Being aware of pregnancy. At any age, one woman can be pregnant. At any age, at around 90 upwards, it depends on the hormones. Yes. Some have different DNAs, different hormones, and our hormones tend to grow more faster than the others. So you find that some of the students get pregnant when they're younger. You get it? When they're younger. So when you have sexual intercourse with a man, there's a possibility of you getting pregnant. There's a possibility of acquiring sexually transmitted diseases, HIV, gonorrhea, syphilis, and many more, of which you'll be a school dropout. Because when you're pregnant, you go back to school. You'll be embarrassed. You'll be ashamed when you're younger. So whoever that engages in sex, sex. Okay, you know. So when you engage in early sex, you get all those two. You're likely to get pregnant and the diseases that come with it. You're likely to drop out of school. You're likely to be ashamed. You're likely to get depressed. Your family can reject you. The society can reject you. People can start abusing you when you're old. Can you imagine when you're 12 and you're pregnant? You're just 12 and you're pregnant. Do you know what it feels? It is bad. So you only need to engage in sex when you're married. And you're fully grown. Don't wait for parents to drag you to marriage when you're young. Who has ever been dragged to marriage when they're young? Here. Nobody. Thank God, thank God. So I'm going to be distributing. Some of what the changes. I'm glad that you know them. Most of them know. Yeah, those are that Kookie is all about what the changes in us, what the changes in girls. It's not a funny picture, but it's okay. That is who we are. Now you are laughing. Oh, you don't like that. If you look like that, raise up your hand. You're in the wrong place. You mean you don't like that? Sounds like that on the paper. Thank you. You may be number one. You may be number one, not so. Who of you is number two? So we are number one. Okay. That is good. So you can read, you'll be reading through in your free time. And you'll be remembering. Who is number two? Can we avoid teenage pregnancy? Yeah, how can we avoid teenage pregnancy? Wow, beautiful, beautiful.
Abstain from sex.
Hey, amazing, excellent.
Avoid doing mistakes.
Good. You abstain totally abstain from sex. We abstain from sex until our studies are complete, until we are old enough, until we are married. We don't engage in sex when we are younger. Sex is for grown-up people. Is that going with me? You read those Kookie ones in your free time. Okay, so you can keep them safe. So we avoid getting early teenage pregnancy by totally abstaining. People should abstain up to university. It is good to abstain. It is even godly. God says we should abstain until marriage or until we are old enough. Whoever is engaged in sex, you should repent. You should repent and not engage in it again. Consequences of early pregnancies. Who knows the consequences of early pregnancies? Now we are 12 years and you're pregnant. What are the problems you face? At an early age. vomiting. Yes.
Problems you get when you get pregnant when you are young.
Abandoned by the parents.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Your parents can reject you. Your parents can send you away from home. Yeah.
Can get premature birth.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, you can get premature birth. Yes, it can cause death to you because your body is not grown to hold the baby, so you can die while giving birth, or you can just die there. You get embarrassed to your friend. You get embarrassment, definitely. You're embarrassed. You're ashamed of yourself. Wow, clap for her. It is so true that it can lead to school drop out, because at this school when you're pregnant, no one will let you out. The head mistress tells you go, you've seen us, bye. So you end up dropping out of school and no one is taking you to their school because you're what? You're pregnant, and the government has not yet built school for pregnant young mothers. Not yet. So make sure you don't get pregnant early. More consequences. Who knows of more consequences? When you're young, let me say you're 12, and you give birth to a baby so that two of you are young, and no one can help each other. You're not working. You end up being sent out of home. You end up dropping out of school. Your future is destroyed. You have more to add on.
So, on TV, don't admire those people on TV who have long names. Those long names are for dirty people. Those people are not responsible. Because in Africa, a woman is supposed to do work at home. You're supposed to cook. So how are you going to cook with those long nails? You're supposed to be clean. How are you going to be clean with those long nails? So make sure you clean yourself. You cut off your nails. Make sure you shave. Those who are those with hair. If you have hair, you shave. If you don't shave, you're going to be dirty. So make sure you clean yourself. Cleanliness does not matter which school you go to. It does not matter which family you go to, you come from. Whatever family got a sente, abasomere no bukasa bukuru, buli omu gy'asomera, you have to be clean. That's a standard procedure. You have to be clean. But because of that, you're going to be cleaning on our. Okay, thank you. Number 2. At this stage, your sole responsibility is to be at school. At this age, to be at school. Not anywhere. Make sure you walk straight to school. You are too young to start going corners. In different parts of Uganda, girls at your age are in marriage and they are facing a lot of problems. Governments will be in you, as she explained, early pregnancies or some are raped along the way. So when you start meandering along the way from home to school, at home they knew you were at school. At school they knew you were at home. So make sure you are at school. Along the way from home to school, we find a lot of challenges, and the main challenge are those young boys who think they are fit to get you are fit to be their wife, and those older men who are so stupid to the extent that they start calling you young girls. So ofuna omuvubuka kukulu n'akuyimiriza n'atandika okugamba ebigambo bibalina okugamba ng'okuze ng'oli myaka gy'olwo yamukusomero omulope okola ki ogambe nti wali mukoona weepita waliwo omusajja aŋŋamba ekigambo kino nakino nakino bw'otwa omulope that man he thinks it is safe, he thinks it is cool, ajja kusigala nga bikugamba at the end of the day abamu you give in abamu abatuuse mu myaka eyo you give in naye ojja kutuukayo kyemujja okukola mu P6 he will be defining you. Defilement is when at your age you engage in sexual activity with an older man, so they will be defining. Are we on the same page? So omusajja yenna ava ku kyakugamba omuyizi yenna ava ku kyakugamba come to the school administration, talk to your teachers, okugamba nti the seat eno zekutyeni because someone told me nti ayagala kumpasa. Are we on the same page? Practices zino z'abawadde kitegeeza you go in periods. Periods, they just show that you are a normal girl. Tekitegeeza nti otuuse okuzaala. Tewaba kuyiga nti when you go to periods, now kati otuuse emyaka egizaala. Periods, they just show that you are a normal person. It doesn't mean that you go in for boys. You are too young to go in for boys. So tokkiriza kugenda mu bwana na musajja because you are still young. Are we on the same page? So communicate. Byalina kyakugamba. I know in COVID-19 you were not at school, mwadde kubyalo ne mubeera n'obulenzi ne muzannyazannya, but thank God some of your friends did not get this chance to come back to school. They are in marriages, they are struggling. Abasajja bali babakuba embooko, abasajja bali babalumya enjala, abasajja bali babakozesa emirimu gy'abantu abakulu, but thank God Mumadu Mukisa and you came back to school. So please, let's treasure this opportunity. Let's treasure this what? Some of our parents, some of the parents of our friends, they did not get money to take them back to school. Their parents cannot afford financial